of a movie. The movie's name was never actually mentioned, but basically, uh, this fa- this kid's guardian brought the kid to the hospital because she was having an asthma attack and her inhaler wasn't working. The nurse comes out and goes straight over to the guy who has a stab wound in his arm and is completely ignoring the worried guardian, who I'm assuming is the father, really. After a bit of arguing between the father and the nurse, the guy with the stab wound gets up and is demanding that the nurse take care of the kid first. Literally just literally just going at this uh, nurse with a proverbial knife. After after finally before he finally gets through to the nurse, he pulls out he pulls out his gun and shoots the floor, making her go quicker.
Damn.
I I shouldn't be laughing, but it's kind of funny.
No, take care of the kid. I'll be fine. But sir, there's a knife in your arm. Pulls out gun. I said I'll be fine. Bang! Shoots the floor.
Strangely, the most wholesome psychotic break I've ever seen.
I know, right?
Also, Code Fairy has a final mission that I vehemently despise. So
Oh,
I'm trying to do some of the optional side quests and level up my stuff. So, have you ever heard of Halo Reach?
Oh my god.
The final level in that game, its epilogue, if you will, is basically just a final stand as a Spartan you're playing as is fighting for as long as they physically can against oncoming, infinitely spawning waves of Covenant. Now, while the waves of enemy mobile suits are not infi spawning in here, the game gives you a time limit to shoot them all down. These come in at bare minimum pairs, usually in groups of 2 to 3. And there's a neat little mechanic here where if they hit you in just the right way, and you can turn this on them with your allies, stun loops are a thing. Imagine being forced into an infinite stun loop because some Aqua Gym decided to get up in your face and not leave.
I feel like it's what happened with you and the troll.
At least I could ignore the troll and walk away. This mission gets worse, but it requires some story context.
Okay,
So,
for once, I'm gonna ask you not to spoil it, because
fair enough.
after everything you told me, I want to play this game without being spoiled. Because if it leads to a fucking downer, I'm gonna probably play Halo Reach.
The only downer I consider her for this batch is that I can almost make it through, but by the time I reach the final wave of fads, the last 4 mobile suits, I have like less than 30 seconds to finish them all off.
Damn.
I can make it to beating 1 or 2 in that time, but not so much all 4.
Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Vegas Bear here as always with Mekumon and Taro. Jerry's not here today, and we're about to have an ad break in like 36 seconds. We are playing. Well, first of all, welcome back to We Dig Giant Robots, and today we're playing Titanfall 2. I'm excited for this because I love this game. Not the multiplayer though. I love this. I prefer single player stories. If they have co-op, that's great. I don't care for multiplayer. I don't want a 5-year-old screaming in my ear.
You now know the reason why I usually prefer private worlds in VR chat.
Yeah, well, at least I was about to say something stupid.
Oh god, what was it?
At least they're at least in multiplayer games they're not throwing racial slurs. But then I remember that does happen.
A lot.
All right. So the ad has started. Um, if you're not subscribed, oh well.
If you're not subscribed,
Which reminds me, Mekumon, I still need to gift you a sub. Ad break ends in 1 minute and 25 seconds. All right. And because I didn't forget this time. Son of a bitch, I didn't forget.
but make the one telling us about the Facebook troll just reminds me of this one person on YouTube. I can't remember what the video was about, but apparently, but if I remember, it had to be something disturbing, I believe. So I just commented, "What
Um,
is?" Hmm?
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but I have to ask a quick question now that it's on my mind because this is kind of important. At what point did? Oh, for fuck's sake! Volume. At what point did we go live?
Uh,
Um,
8 minutes and 22 seconds ago.
yes.
What I mean is in our conversation,
Oh,
because if I name
after the YouTuber.
so
You,
I didn't announce the YouTuber's name on stream.
yeah,
Okay.
you did not dox him.
Thankfully, because I was about to add the fun little disclaimer, please don't talk to them, don't interact with them. If you who encounter a situation like mine where you find a YouTuber that's deliberately doing everything in their power to annoy someone else, like just don't interact.
What happened? I just got here.
Uh,
Long story doesn't need to be shared. I'm
yeah.
just offering a disclaimer.
Okay.
We are playing Titanfall 2 today.
I
For
got the Holiday starter Pokemon showing up tomorrow. A free pack for $20.
Sweet.
also to cheer up,
Official plushes, not knockoffs.
Mekumon. Have a Power Ranger cat.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Oh, that one.
The fact that it can also pilot a Zord is fucking hilarious.
I'm just imagining what would happen if
We're here in the in our first ever We Dig Giant Robots event, where it's supposed to be consistently giant robot games for the set period of time. It was
Yep.
originally going to be Giant Robot Week, but we started off immediately screwing ourselves over.
Mostly me.
yo, is
Also,
that an Epsilon I
yeah,
see?
it's Epsilon. It's Zen Epsilon. What up, dude? Also,
Epsilon, it's been ages.
I swear this is not the title screen I remember.
Game could have been updated.
Maybe.
I mean, this happens in Halo Infinite all the time.
Of all the things I've seen on the battlefields of the frontier, the pilot is the true dominant force.
Don't mix.
Fast and agile,
Epsilon says, I'm alright. Wait, no, that's a total lie. What's
graceful,
wrong, dude?
yet devastating. Perceptive, resourceful, and relentless. A pilot sees the world differently.
Whose face do I gotta claw?
Sheer walls become flanking routes.
Who do I have to call a
Who do I
Titan
gotta
on?
curse?
Pilots fight differently.
Got a wicked friend that can send some
Experienced in
curses
deception
somebody's
and
way.
maneuver. Even overwhelming
What was
odds
that, Taro?
shift in their favor.
Robot Titan.
But what truly separates the pilot from all the
Because
guns and machines of the battlefield
This.
is the bond between a pilot
That's what
and a Titan.
that's a Titanfall. My mental health is being off its rocker. Well, I can't just land a Titan on your mental health.
Send hugs.
No, but then
When linked to a Titan, a pilot can only be stopped by overwhelming force or an equal.
Do not call a Titan in his mindscape. I don't even know if that would
The
work.
only home I've ever known.
I wasn't saying calling a
For
Titan
years,
his mindscape.
our lands have been destroyed by the IMC, forcefully taking our resources, polluting and destroying our planets, and
Send
killing
hugs.
us off if we try to resist. Despite recent victories at Demeter and beyond, we have a long way to go before the IMC is defeated. Now, I serve as a rifleman in the militia, fighting to free the frontier. I'm a long way from becoming a pilot,
It's slow going, but it's a necessary slow go.
but when that day comes, I hope I can live up to the honor.
So, we kind of talked over the opening here, but basically, the frontier is being essentially it's being raided by corporations for resources, and the frontier has mobilized itself as a militia. Both sides are using Titans, giant robots, to help in their war. However, not just anyone can pilot a Titan. Pilots are a special rank in and of themselves. That's literally all I remember about the story.
Here we
I
go.
think there was something about a mental link between Titan and Pilot.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Ship must have power cycled the sim
Can you
pods
hear
since
the
last
game
time.
alright?
We'll have to recalibrate it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Does
Alright.
that feel right to you, Cooper?
Though for some reason,
Yeah, you're
I
good.
can hear it through Discord.
Someone may be watching on their phone.
All right, we're We're good to go. Let's see how much you remember from last time.
Reminder that
Setting the
all I
neural
ever
link.
do with
Not
streams
quite
is
the
be on
same
my
as the
phone.
Titan link, but it's similar.
Well, watching on their phone
Learn
without
new
headphones.
skills. We need to be in the right state of mind.
I have to click the stream in order to
much
hear it. I just have it on chat mode right now.
Ah,
Epsilon says that's him.
Technically, I'm not supposed to be training you, but in you I see potential.
Oh.
Besides, we're at war. Who's got time for classes, eh? Here you go, up and over.
wait, how?
Like you were saying, someone had to have been listening on their phone without headphones, and then Epsilon says that being me.
Yeah, but he's not in the voice call. We wouldn't be hearing anything from him.
Come on, schedule's tight today.
Good point.
Let's pick up the pace, enabling jump kit assist. Jump kits operate on the principle of relaxed stability. Once your jump kit calibrates to your movement style, enhanced mobility becomes second nature.
Story where basically, a random mountain in Japan opens up, unleashing an army of giant demons.
Daily Epsilon dum dum moment. It's okay, dude.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's inspired by my
Giant
home
mountain in
planet of
Japan.
Harmony.
releasing an
This is
army
where
of
I grew
demons. The military develops giant
Good.
robots,
Now you're
but
moving.
does
Under here.
really
Stay low.
disclose what's powering them?
Oh,
double jump.
that's never a good
Follow
sign.
the ghost.
See,
We've retaken over a quarter
the
of
thing that
Frontier
powers
space
them
since
is,
the Battle of Demeter. Militia's better organized now. More people doing
demons who
everything.
were originally humans but got turned into demons, basically just from vampire wolves.
In combat, things never go as you expect. You must be ready to use any weapon you can find on the field. These
Okay.
are just a few of the weapons I've come across out there. Time to hit the range.
Each mech has a different, what I classed as bit inside them. And this story just goes on like a normal mech story there.
Yeah. And Sage has been working on the Soul Eater story, which my profile is currently one of my OCs. Victor gets turned into
Load
the
your
chicken in the next chapter.
I'm sorry, did I just hear that correctly?
Yes.
Yes.
Get more.
My character Drag Edge has wild magic basically that he can't control due to madness and other issues. He has motion sickness on a vehicle. He's a dragon and deals with motion sickness
Practice more
severely.
if you want.
He was a little on edge. Grimm's daughter, or Grimm, the Deaf's daughter and kid's older sister, like taps him on the shoulder, and she's used to this. She gets turned to a cat, and Victor, his boyfriend, witch doctor, dormant werewolf, gets turned to a chicken.
That is a sentence I did not think I would hear.
But the
Nope.
side effect is, afterwards, Grimm gets stuck with cat ears for a few
Alright,
hours, and
got a new
Victor
gauntlet
randomly
for you to run today.
balks for a couple
Half-time
of
is 2
days.
minutes.
Not used to the
Gotta do
side
better than that to
effects.
continue. Follow
Even
the
though
ghost
Bugs
and
there
find your own
away
path.
from that one.
It's actually pretty funny. It's just, Drag Edge has wild magic and never
Pilots have
actually
to strike
trained
a
his
balance.
magic. Kinda also
Speed
like
is
him and Grimm
paramount.
are not allowed to team up because they suck at landings. They
The
are that
gauntlet
OP
is where we
together.
practice those skills. Nature.
So as a result, they are no longer allowed to be Weaponmeister partners. They can be friends and team up separately, but they cannot be Weaponmeister partners unless dire situations require it.
Remember, you move faster.
How
when you
dire.
walk.
End of the world scenario.
Yes, Jeff absolutely insistent. Unless the end of the world's happening, you two are not allowed to team up ever again.
No loss, but amazing. Fever. Chicken wild magic. Hello, new person.
mean, you might as well just wield the Wabba Jack and turn
Everyone
someone
has
into a wheel
different
of
strengths
cheese.
and weaknesses.
Hello, Ivan B. Morelli.
Look at the results
He
board for
also
more tips on how to improve.
accidentally turned Grim into a chair in
Now
another
that you're
incident.
warmed up,
It's either
you want
animals
a
or
real
inanimate
challenge.
objects.
You can race against
Oh,
other
Epsilon
pilot
asks,
coaches.
oh
Word
yeah,
flying
thoughts
now,
on the Pokemon
pilots who
news.
recorded these
I'm
videos
glad we're getting another Legends
are
game.
If you can beat them,
I'm
Yes.
happy
you're
that
on your
it's in
way to being a
college.
real pilot. Go ahead and run the gauntlet as much as you want. When you're done, I've got something special to show you.
I was hoping for a more ancient setting because I liked that whole like ancient timeline, but you know, Luna City sounds interesting. I don't think I played Black and White. That's probably why.
Callus is
I
goated.
think I skipped.
No one can tell me otherwise.
Yeah, a part of me wants to go back to Unova proper. Blueberry Academy being there just didn't fill the same void. But I'm also happy to return to Kalos, as I have a special attachment to that region.
All done with the gauntlet?
I did skip a few games, so like
next.
Good.
I forget which one
Gonna like
Kalos
this.
is,
It's time you
Yeah.
learn the other half
Gen
of being a
5.
pilot. The Titan.
6,
which is
Let's go
Damn
pour
it!
one in.
X and Y.
yeah, I never played that one.
Aren't pilots the only ones allowed to do that?
It's only a simulation, Rifleman. It's not the real
I
thing.
think I skipped the Sun
But
and
first,
Moon.
we're gonna need a little more space.
I never played Black and White. I played Black and
That's
White
my partner,
1, never
BT.
Part
He's a
2, and I
Vanguard
never played
class.
X and Y.
Homegrown militia technology.
Unova is in black and white.
First Titan chassis we designed
I played Part
ourselves.
1.
One we didn't have to steal from the IMC.
I never got a hold of Part 2, never knew
Go
there was
ahead,
Part 2
Rifleman.
years later.
On your first Titan.
Oh, that's interesting.
I like
Yeah, we got
Endo.
that instead of a third version.
That's interesting.
People are still kind of jokingly complaining that we got that instead of a Pokemon Gray.
I like that BT is apparently the first Titan they ever made without stealing
Titan's ready.
from the enemy.
Call it in. Look up to the sky. There he is.
Kind of makes him a little special.
All right, Rifleman. Sounds like it's about.
Oh!
I'm pulling you out.
Powering down all non-essential systems.
Cooper.
My uncle just gave me the.
Easy,
My
Cole.
uncle just gave me the day the Earth stood
He needs a
still
minute
on
to
DVD.
decompress. He'll be ready to go. Trust me.
Yo,
The original.
We
It's
Thank
up.
you.
They're killing us. Trying to, anyway. Good
Oh,
session
it's
in there.
freaking awesome.
You'll get the hang of it someday. We'll make a pilot out of you yet,
so
Rifleman.
what I was saying
Not
about
today.
how X and
No
Y
time.
here.
Last
It was an important step for a number
Anderson,
of
you
reasons.
son of a
in
bitch. See you
Pokemon
down there.
We're going to see a new planet today.
Firstly, it was
Maybe
the
even
first
die on it.
3DS game ever released for Pokemon, and as far as the main series goes.
See you down there, Rifleman. Good luck.
Get your ass out of the Simpod, Cooper.
It was
Meet
the
at the dropship.
first Pokemon game in the main series to be entirely 3D animated, as opposed to like sprites on 3D backgrounds like Gen 5 had it, or just all sprites like Gens 1 through 3. It was the first gen to include character customization. It was also the generation that broke the firefighting curse, to my eternal amusement. Which, by the way, the starting trio for her X and Y is basically just a D&D group. You've got the Rogue, the Warlock, and the Paladin.
Oh my God, you're not wrong.
Question mark?
Gen 6 gave me my first shiny, so it's special to me.
So the final evolutions of the starter trio from X and Y. Fennekin becomes a big fox wizard. Froakie becomes a ninja, essentially the rogue or thief. And Chespin, the little chestnut, ends up becoming a big old paladin. It is literally just a Dungeons and Dragons group.
Yes, yeah, I don't remember playing that one. I know about the fox and the ninja, but I didn't know about Chespin.
Chespin is quite literally.
Nice.
Chespin is, in its original form, a sort of chipmunk chestnut hybrid.
All right, we're in the middle of Whoa! We're in the middle of it now.
Also, Pokemon more.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a nice, fluffy franchise for kids. They can
Just don't look at Hypnos. Whatever.
We don't go into that one.
Do we have any pilots in the area?
Oh, there's a bunch of Pokemon that do equally shady shit.
On my way.
Drifloon actually children.
It's debatable whether or not it's actually There's also Dust. I believe it's Dusklar.
Cooper, you're in bad shape. Hold on.
The one that has the weird belly.
This might knock you out, but you should be okay when you wake up.
It grabs small children and small Pokemon, stuff them into that mouth, stuff their souls out,
Copy that,
spits out the
BT.
heart.
Mercenaries, stay down.
Okay,
Cooper.
Epsilon
BT,
and
let's go.
Ivan. I fucking love what you said. Welcome to the jungle, bitch, and welcome to the shit show. Cause yeah, look at this shit. Oh no! Specialized Titans, specialized custom Titans. That's not good. That can mean only one thing: mercenaries. Was that an ear?
Let's not find
We
out.
have 18 hours. 18 hours until the Ark is sealed and ready for delivery. Oi, Richter! Leave the corpses alone, you sick bastard. We've got a job to do, eh? We make corpses, we don't clean them up. Let's go!
That guy's dead. Ofun the Russian. And Blisk. Oh shit! Yeah, this op ended in failure. And our ship fucking crashed. Oh really? What'd you think of it? Nice.
BT, transfer authorization to new pilot.
I still want to go see it.
Link.
I'm also like kind of
Bravo Tango. 7
cautiously optimistic. Yeah.
Cooper, take my Titan. Use my helmet in my jump kit. This is the real thing. Take care of him.
So our mentor is dead. We now have we've been given his helmet, jump pack, and Titan. New user found.
Avenge me! Careful with that tech, it's expensive.
So I found out something real neat today. So I was looking around for Digimon merch,
Mm-hmm.
and it turns out there's a whole lot of Digimon merch in a store that's real, like, I won't say nearby, but close for you to get to.
Okay.
As well.
Happy hunting.
Like, I can, like, give me enough money, and I can probably buy their entire stock in one go. That kind of cheap. They have, both the
Epsilon
try and
says that tech is probably worth 5 tin cans at a nickel.
No, I think he's talking about the Digimon.
Epsilon says probably worth 5 tin cans and a nickel.
There's the try and a bunch of Funko Pops as well.
Captain Cole of the 3rd Militia Grenadiers, the militia survivors. We're
Hey,
relocating
found a
to
pilot
the
helmet.
IMC beacon at map grid 772981. Anyone copy?
Here you go. Talk to you guys later.
See ya.
See ya. And jump. Woo! Parkour, parkour.
Militia intruders, this is General Marder of the Interstellar Manufacturing
I'm not excited for this. Why? What's the matter?
I don't care who's getting the orders. Blisk and his mercs, General Marder. Us grunts get paid the same either way.
I mean, I am, but that's only because my birthday happens to be in May.
You think it's true? What the Texas saying about it?
Oh.
Do I look like a bloody anorak to you, mate?
Oh, I'll be there, sir.
All of the inner strength to you.
We're advised to discard any weapons.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Do not attempt to resist.
One test, my
Lethal forces authorized
home ec
any armed militia
teacher kept making the entire class do, just because half of the class got it wrong.
That's bullshit.
Truly insane.
You mentioned home ec, and I brought up D&D multiple times prior, so now I just have to mention it. One of the classes that I set up with his Chocobo with him, the entertainment thing, is literally just magic home ec.
Well, let me tell you about this wonderful playing stick. Don't actually do that, I'm only kidding.
I was about to say, don't take Tony's advice.
Only if you want to actually fail.
Only if you want to, A, not pass your grade, but also be taken down 2 grades.
Be advised, I do not condone half the stuff I say.
Boom.
They can't do that to us. Oh boy, ad starts in 55 seconds.
Oh, fuck. I looked away for a second.
1 second is 1 minute. We can't go to.
I don't think we can. I don't think they can do that to you in America either. But like, I was just,
No, but they can hold you back.
I was just making a joke.
So I made a very sad discovery. Actually, I found out that The Good Place was 4 years ago.
The show?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Finish it.
I feel only the fact that you're upset. I don't really care about the show. I've never watched it.
It is.
So I learned about this show called Shameless. That I was reading about it before I got here. Apparently it's like 11 seasons long so far. I actually don't know if it's still going or not. I just know there's 11 seasons of it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Shameless. And it's about this family of fuck-ups. And, like, I only learned about it because of this, like, one YouTube short where, this kid, his name is Carl Gallagher. He is accused of giving his girlfriend gonorrhea. Yeah.
And there's the ad.
And he's accused of giving his girlfriend gonorrhea, and her dad, who is a cop, tries to fucking murder him. But he gets tested. Finds out he doesn't have gonorrhea. He never gave it to her. Which means either she just had it or she got it from someone else. In fact, Carl follows her to a... How the fuck? Oh. Carl follows her to a college fraternity, takes a picture of her kissing another dude, and then takes it and the paper saying that he's clear of gonorrhea to the dad and says, "I'm clear, it wasn't me," and shows him the picture of his daughter at a fraternity, and he's like, "Are those Greek letters on that motherfucking building?" And then they... the dad takes Carl to, he takes him along to a fucking police raid of the college!
Isn't that illegal?
Well, his daughter is underage.
No, I mean taking a civilian along on the raid.
I believe his reasoning was that he didn't know where the fraternity was. Carl did. Basically, like, I don't know where this is, you give me directions, keep your head down. And when they get there, he gives Carl a vest, and Carl says, "Are bullets gonna start? Are they gonna start shooting?" And the dad just goes, "I fucking hope so." After that, the daughter, Carl's now ex-girlfriend, is pissed off at him, but him and the dad are now like best buds, and like the dad takes him to a fiery range. I think that was in like season 5 or 6, and then by season 11 he's a cop.
Character progression.
Yep, he went from being this little shit stirrer to being a thug and a gangsta to actually trying to turn his life around to being to going to military school and eventually becoming a cop. So I kind of want to watch Shameless. I know there's a lot of other fucked up shit that happened in that show, though.
You were brave enough to join people who believed in protecting the freedom of the frontier.
Like apparently, like the matriarch of the family fucking ditches them at one point.
Might be able to pick us off. That's what they've been trying to do.
Carl got his redemption arc. Hell yeah, he did. He also has like 3 kids.
Yeah. This was 4 years ago, and I'm sad how it ended. I won't say it outright, just in case anyone here wants to, that hasn't seen it, wants to watch it. But
Vanguard class
holy
Titan.
fies.
These things are rare. We should sell it. No bloody way. Those weren't Blisk's orders.
That guy doesn't scare me. None of those mercenaries do.
Sure, you say that now. Just wait till they got a gun to your head.
Another show I miss is Brooklyn Nine-Nine, actually.
Oh yeah. I saw some funny bits from that show.
I miss Hall.
We all miss Hole.
So I've been watching a lot of videos lately about how some cartoon creators and characters and shows they created are canonically autistic, even if they're not
Power
stated
low.
to be such in the show itself.
Insufficient power. Power low.
Anyone remember the
Insufficient
Grim
power.
Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yes.
Autistic creator who confirmed that
low.
basically the
Insufficient
entire
power.
main cast are just all traits of a single autistic person split up into 3 characters.
Power low.
Okay, where do I put the
Insufficient
battery in?
power.
I mean, I can see
Power
it.
low.
Oh,
Insufficient power.
probably like right here in the ribcage.
Where do I put the thing that keeps me going in? Oh. Probably like right here.
Power at 2/3. Data core reinitialized. Ocular system online. Adjusting focus.
Speaking of
Are you all right,
cutscenes, I
pilot?
got back into my Ben 10 phase.
Nice.
Sweet.
I think so. Wait, did you just call me pilot?
Yes. The late Captain Lastimosa
Did you
gave you
know
the
that-
provisional rank of acting
Epsilon,
pilot.
Epsilon. Did you know that,
Congratulations on
Ben
your
10
promotion.
is
You
the
may
real
call me
reason
BT.
Super Sentai has robots?
BT.
Oh my god, don't tell
Oh,
him these.
here we go again.
Don't tell him these
Systems
lies.
are rebooting, but a third battery will accelerate the
I'm technically
process.
not wrong.
I will remain
No,
here.
Muzzinger is the
Yeah,
reason.
a lot.
What? Wait, what the fuck did you just say?
Who?
Until I am mobile,
You, Bear.
I will assist
Mazinger!
you with radio when possible.
And what did you say, Megalon?
It's lies by omission. You're leaving out a lot.
It's a funny joke.
The first couple of times.
The IMC will grant safe passage back to the Angel City.
And then you start telling people who don't realize it's a joke, and then before you know, I can't hear y'all well, bruh. What?
Pilot, I advise against turning yourself over to the IMC.
The audio was
Voice pattern
good.
analysis indicates they are lying.
The game audio is too loud.
Oh fucking hell!
Don't worry, BT. I'm not going anywhere.
It's always the game audio.
Either too quiet or too loud. It's never in the right spot. Come on.
Yep.
Games. Goldilocks it. Goldilocks it.
Understood,
Honestly,
but I
if
do
we're
recommend
going
you
to
move.
play
IMC
that
salvage
game
teams are not far away.
about how making a joke about it, Yuri Lowenthal is part of the reason we have
mean I'm
Megazords
not
and Power
leaving?
Rangers.
It is a common requirement for pilots to maneuver in situations without a linked Titan.
Like, it's all fun and games until it becomes revisionist history.
Oh, that's gotta go in quotes.
Yes! Yes!
I'm not going to even try for now. Try to spell revisionist. So we'll leave that to
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Pilot, my mapping systems have been
now that you
restored.
mentioned
The
revision,
ambush of the 9th Militia Fleet
now
has
that you
landed
say
us far
revision's
off
back,
course from our original
I'm going back
destination.
to,
We are
revi-
located
that
in
one
hostile
item called
territory.
revisions.
Be careful, we cannot
Okay.
stay
That
here
was
long.
good.
How long did you serve with Lastimosa?
Captain Lastimosa linked with me
Basically,
973
the plot
days ago.
is
It's longer than any relationship I've
the
had.
Shibuya, the entirety of Shibuya gets teleported thousands of years into the future.
Hot.
Yeah, they get teleported thousands of years into the future, and three out of 5 of the main cast get their hands on their own mechs. And the main female lead.
Alright, it's in there.
Woo!
It's rare when I'm the one who ends up spotting and putting in the quotes.
I mean, I left it to you because I've never seen Revenge before, so I wasn't even going to try typing it. Hot take. Omniverse is my favorite out of the 4 series in the classic timeline.
No, that's not all that hot a take.
You're among Omniverse enjoyers. It's
Yeah.
not that hot a take.
Honestly, in my
I mean,
opinion,
my favorite alien of the entire freaking franchise comes from Omniverse.
Pilot, your
Yeah,
suit
my
has an
opinion,
emergency cloaking
as
ability.
long as
This can
it's
help you
not
survive
the
dangerous
reboot, you're good.
situations.
Even then, the
The
reboot.
reboot has its
Go
the
ahead.
reboot has its own strengths.
I was about to say, like, even then, the reboot has like its own, like, it's got its own shit. Like, it's not as bad. Well, no, sorry. So I'm trying to not die, kill people, and explain a show at the same time.
Forget about explaining right now. It's time.
I'll at least offer my own thoughts on it while Bear's getting out of there. So, the show has its own strengths, as I said. There are some things it does, in my own opinion, better than the classic continuity. For instance, having Ben and Gwen not be at each other's throats from the start.
Which is fair.
The Omnitrix playlist actually rotating aliens in and out instead of going, instead of just keeping more and more on top of them or just swapping playlists wholesale. Occasionally, one alien will be swapped out for another, and so the playlist just gradually changes over time. I thought that was actually a neat idea.
Like I said, it's fair.
There's also the finale where we have multiple Bens going up against freaking Alien X because of a Ben from another timeline that went insane out of grief.
Here comes the boom.
I mean,
it missed.
They're doing the motion comic as we speak. Which, by the way, on the note of my favorite alien coming from Omniverse, Pesky Dust got a great showing in the most recent episode I've seen of 5 years later. Yeah, last I checked, they're up to episode 7, where it's also, not only is it longer than your typical whole 5 years later episode, they got Paul Eiding to show up to voice Grandpa Max. For those who don't know, that's classic series Grandpa Max coming back to reprise his role for a fan project on the internet.
BT, who is this voice?
This is the commander of the Marauder Corps, a section of the Militia's Special Recon Squadron, or SRS. Her name is
Another
Sarah
thing I
Briggs.
liked was kind of having Kevin not be
BT,
straight up
is there
villain,
anyone alive
but
on
more
this ship?
so starting off as an
Scans do
antagonist
not
that
detect any life
kind of
signs
becomes
within
more
the MCS
frenemy
James
than
Allen,
anything with
but
his
90%
Ben
of
and
the
Gwen,
lifeboats have been ejected.
gradually warming up to them.
There is
He's
still
like the
hope.
secondary writer in early Heisei.
Though nothing will ever defend him just having a dream and building his own Omnitrix in his garage. Based on that dream, I might add.
So, I found this Shima Maker playlist of aliens. And plus the cover of the Omnitrix you're sporting.
On our own, the
Tower has a camel-colored Omnitrix. Upon putting on their Omnitrix, they find the aliens they can transform into are Wildmud, Stingfly, the reboot version, Arctic-Iguana, Chromestone, Gutrot, Bullfrog, Crab Attack, Echo Echo, Frankenstrike, or Tyrol Victor, and finally, Clockwork. After they have used their Omnitrix for a while, they also launch iGuy, Feedback, and Advising Alien X.
Fuck.
Alright, I gotta see this.
Let me take a screenshot there.
I mean, put our names in there and see what we get.
Oh, right.
Also, Bullfrag, not Bullfrog.
Really? I thought I said Bullfrag.
It has
No, you
its own.
said Bullfrog.
Epsilon says it has its own charm to it, and I can respect that. That's awesome. I'm not evil. I'm nuanced. In response to our reboot conversation.
I mean, that basically sums up Kevin in a nutshell in the reboot.
Okay, making one.
He also gave us a version of Upgrade named Bootleg, which I find hilarious.
I put your name in first in this one.
Oh, here we go.
Oh god.
I'm ready to be disappointed.
Making one has a yellow-colored Omnitrix. Upon putting on their Omnitrix, they find the aliens they can transform into our Upgrade, iGuy, the worst,
To all militia survivors,
Diamond Head, Accelerate, Crash Hopper, Spider Monkey, Snare O, or Vancouver Mummy, and finally Upchuck, which is a merc, by the way. After they have used their Omnitrix for a
Pilot,
while,
our location has been
they also
compromised.
unlock forearms, chameleon, and clockwork.
I am actually okay with this lineup. Most of my favorites aren't in here, but I can work with what I've got.
So, I feel sorry for
Those
you.
drones are IMC
Yeah, but
scouts.
Hey,
the joke is that the worst is not the worst.
We must complete the Neuralink immediately.
I know, that's
Please
I would
install
make
the
that
final
joke.
battery.
yeah, like complete
Power full
indestructibility,
capacity.
but still being able to feel pain. It won't be fun, but I can make use of that.
Pilot, we must establish a Neuralink in order to proceed.
Bro,
Please embark when ready.
how come both me and Bear get broken lineups?
Why am I the balanced one?
Yo.
Bear
Yo.
has a lot of- What is it?
Look at the screen!
Yay, nice!
Protocol 1.
We are finally
Pilot, establish
in a
Neuralink.
Titan.
Bear, you have a monochrome
Neuralink
colored
established.
Omnitrix. Upon
Black and
Rifleman
white.
Jack Cooper, you are now confirmed as acting pilot of BT-7274. Protocol 2. Uphold the mission.
Another
Our
merc.
orders are to resume
Another
Special
upgrade.
Operation 217.
Alien X.
Rendezvous with Major Anderson of the SRS.
Yo!
I'm detecting incoming enemy forces.
There.
Protocol 3.
I can see
Bear,
Crack Hopper being your go-to for combat.
Reinitializing
Yep.
critical systems.
Load stack, heat traps,
Vortex shield online.
humongous sword,
The Vortex shield catches incoming
And
rounds
finally,
and missiles.
cannibals.
Release the button to launch any
After-
captured objects back at the enemy.
after they have used the Omnitrix for a while, they also unlock Gunrod, Soulstone, and Magic.
Oh, that's a pretty solid lineup.
Alright. Tomorrow, I'm gonna put my actual name in the
Pilot,
general
the
chat here,
Acolyte pod is
and I want you to
online.
use that,
This
but keep
shoulder-mounted
referring to
rocket
me as
pod will lock
Bakuman when
onto
you bring out
multiple
what comes
enemy
next to
targets.
the list.
The longer you hold down the button, the more locks you will achieve.
I don't see you work for Google.
I mean, even if you did, I certainly already have it. My bad.
Complete. Primary weapon control and
Where everybody knows your name!
I was gonna delete it anyway. My
Pilot,
bad.
Enemy Titanfall detected. We will have
You know
to
what?
fight our way to safety.
Yeah.
Get ready.
There.
You sure about this?
Yes. Trust me.
I'm so glad that I am. Oh shit!
Militia fighter spotted, chassis number BT-7274. Taking fire.
Ooh, you're gonna like this lineup, Big One.
Alright. Hit me.
Megamon has a neon colored Omnitrix.
Oh god, it
Well
burned!
done, pilot. Our combat effectiveness rating
Upon
is
putting
increased.
on their Omnitrix, they find
Pilot,
the aliens.
I detect more IMC salvage teams on the way.
Ball
Our only chance of survival is to uphold our mission of rendezvousing with Major Anderson. Until then, you and I are on our own. Marking your HUD. We must move quickly.
Energy, Eye Guy, Wildflat, Rainstorm, Toepick, and finally Spider Monkey.
Okay, decent lineup so far.
After they have used their Omnitrix for a while, they also unlock. I'm going to read these in reverse order so you get surprised. Frankenstrike or Mekumon Victor. Oh god, they misspelled. They misspelled Armadillo.
Pilot, the IMC will continue to search for us.
Ooh,
Our
Armadillo's
only
a good
chance
one.
of survival is to rendezvous with
And
Major Anderson
finally-
60 clicks from our current location. We
The
will have
cause
to
for the
improvise
Buffet
and adapt
apocalypse
if we wish to
itself.
survive.
Yes! We're taking heavy casualties down here. Any militant forces, please assist. We've suffered heavy losses.
I'll deal with the neon freaking coloration. I just got my favorite alien out of that extra lineup.
Good to see you, Captain. We could use some help.
Going somewhere?
Enemy Titan down.
Oh, the second I say it.
Enemy Titan down.
No giving up today. Fighting till he's dead.
You trade color schemes?
Bloody control's seizing
You
up.
can get a neon red one. I mean, to be fair, mine only said neon, so it could be neon anything.
No, I just like to think it's a neon rainbow. It just changes color.
It burns!
Buzz
First
shot,
floor
way
activated.
big, always big tail, first version of Upchuck, cannonballs,
Finally.
water hazard, and rip. I don't remember water bird, oil here.
I noticed.
Wait a minute.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we both get ball weevil?
Aren't both of those water hazards the same answer?
No.
They look the same, but they're not.
They look very similar. Well, one is from a reboot.
Militia Titan down.
Okay. After you
Enemy Titan down.
you know, I got the slime up.
First floor ready.
Wait, what?
They met a Slamia, which helps them transform parts of their bodies into alien upgrades.
Oh.
You bet Surge. Okay.
Made it better than that too.
Where do you think you're going, Outlaw?
Put my
Shoot like a stupid animal with a gun.
Wait, do you even know my real name?
Pretty sure it's right.
Please don't say it on stream.
Zeta Alpha Charlie Hector.
I wasn't gonna say it. It's this, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah. I got the name Harry Potter right.
Pilot.
Oops.
This Titan weapon is an advanced design and may give us a
Okay,
tactical
first of all, I know. Okay, first of all,
Listen here, you little shit.
I was teased for like I looked like Harry Potter as a child, so fuck you.
Conclusion. I am 50% in love.
Nothing like spawning into an area and having 3 tanks pointing at you simultaneously.
Target them with tracking rockets. This will be useful
In a
in
mission
direct
where
combat.
your stretch goals are how little damage you take.
Bear has a green color on it.
I'm gonna strangle him.
Oh. Hold on.
The tank.
Let me know.
Oh. He's gonna strangle the tank, not me. Can I not leave the...
I'll wait. I'll wait.
No, go ahead. I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of the Titan.
Echo Echo, Spider Monkey, Accelerate, Fast Track. Why does Spice you have two speedsters? It's not fair.
Cause I like speedsters.
Same reason Ben has multiple super strength aliens. It just happens sometimes.
And Heat
I
Blast.
was gonna say I'm a speedy little fuck.
Yeah. You're fast as Spice, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Spitter, Shock Rod.
That's a reboot alien.
Exodus. And finally.
Hey, a fellow Nebulina.
And finally, Atomics. You also get.
Oh, that was another one of my favorites from Omniverse.
You also get Ball Weevil, Rip Dog, Grab Tag.
Also, to call us back to a much earlier stream, you have returned to Hamina, Hamina, Hamina,
Yeah!
Knockout from Transformers Prime.
Pilot, our path through this facility is blocked by a flow regulation gate.
Yeah, that's the thing. Atomics in Ben 10 Omniverse, that was the voice actor for Knockout in Transformers Prime.
Epsilon, are you still there? If you are, do you want me to throw your Twitch name?
No, I got it. Yo, Epsilon, if you're there, tell us, do you want your Omniverse lineup next? Thanks, Primus. I happened to say so before I got mad.
The reason I rarely get ads is just I see the ad break in progress.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if this thing is.
The wearing of a hazmat suit is required at all times.
They just have to add this now, but last ad break in progress. Well, I find it funny that I get a mostly aquatic / ice lineup. His Webb's favorite element is ice. Ice-related abilities, even though
You're as cold as ice. Cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. It's a song.
I was gone for Mr. White Christmas myself, but hey.
maybe I'm just Jack Frost.
Since I put the question in the chat here, it's now just on Epsilon whether or not they reply.
Oh, damn. BT, was that you?
Maintenance override engaged. Opening flow regulation gate. Warning. Toxic fumes dispersing in main chamber. Activating control room safety airlock procedures.
Anyway, see what they
safety airlock has sealed you in the control room. You must find another way out. We have no choice but to split up.
Split up? Sounds risky.
Given our dire circumstances, this is a risk worth taking. Pilot, I am tracking your location. Recommend you seek an exit.
You got it, BT. You do the same.
Copy that, pilot.
Anyone hear that? Check sector. On a visual of the pilot. I'm on my own here.
Listen up. This is Kane. What we have here, my IMC and militia friends, is a
Do I hear a
failure
Geiger counter
to
clicking in there?
communicate.
Yes, there's like poison or radioactive materials in
It's
here.
all good.
Who was that?
Accessing files. Kane, a mercenary commonly affiliated with the Apex Predators, a well-known narcotics user and supplier.
So I can kill this robot if I want to. And it will not impact anything.
The actual most useless alien, walk a trout.
Its ability is to walk on land and swim in the sea.
And it's also very slippery.
That's literally it. Ripjaws can do that, except for the slippery part.
And they also get a slime.
And also except for breathing on land.
Yeah. He gets a symbiote.
So ENF will get symbiotes, so you two, unfortunately, don't get Ivory.
We're trapped.
No, but I can put you both to sleep.
I mean, I could do the same thing.
And the best part is, if either of you decides to break out Alien X on me, I can still put you to sleep.
What if I put you two to sleep first? Because I have the slime.
Depends on if you can cast me first.
Eyes up.
Same.
Friendly pilot. Captain, we got a friendly militia pilot. Hold your fire. He's SRS. Look at his helmet.
Sergeant Bab.
Sergeant, baby.
Good to see a friendly pilot, sir. Our squad is taking a beating. They could use some help up ahead.
Oh, right. Okay, so I saw this basically these group of friends playing Helldivers, and they had their characters dive off a. They had characters started diving everywhere. Be advised, I'm playing Pennywise.
What?
Be advised, I am Evie.
Reinforcements on your six. Not time.
They're trying to spinning nonsense with that conversation.
like it was hard to do. Screw this.
Attention, there is a deceased prowler in subjunction 3A, requesting immediate removal.
Kicking a man while he's on the ground is not a violation of the Geneva Convention. I know.
That's what this on you, Izzo. So one would argue that being aliens, they do not apply to the Geneva Convention or something, but like war has rules for a reason. Then again, I should probably be telling that to Xeon.
Firestar? Are these flaming shurikens? These better fucking be flaming shurikens, or I swear.
Shuriken no jutsu. Kaien no shuriken no jutsu.
Where am I going, BT?
We must proceed through this facility and continue to the rendezvous point with Major Anderson. It is our only chance of survival.
We're under attack! Anyone have eyes on the pilot? It's all over here. Stay alert!
Oh man, I can't get that helmet down here. Oh well. Firestar. Oh!
Yo!
I'm keeping this. It's like white phosphorus is a firework.
Now that is most definitely a violation of Geneva Conventions.
Oh, hell yes.
More like thermite stars.
Yeah. Oh. Turret. I don't need to bother with that. Until I can get in closer. How do I... Ah!
Imagine you're playing Lethal Company and you teleport into a random part of the room, but when you actually teleport in, you're in a room full of turrets.
Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do in this room?
What am I supposed to do in this room? The story of... It's such a Mifa suggestion!
It's this... It's such a evil suggestion. Oh my god! Oh, I killed the turret.
Kudos where it's due that good.
If that is going to quote, I
So I got
realize
word
this.
that there's some Vanguard-class Titan and an SRS pilot taken out by
Going in
IMC
Sports
support.
Channel.
Whoever you are.
Congratulations.
Not bad at all, friend. I just hope you're better than the last one.
I freaking love these fire stars.
start fire.
Unfortunately, for trademark reasons, we have to call them Nova Stars from here on out.
Come in. There's a Vanguard close tight in the facility. I think it's alright.
Wait. Gotta have a gun with no ammo. Let me just switch that out. Else, there we go.
I mean, you can still use the gun, just not the way it's intended for.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Pilot, exercise caution.
You too, BT.
My setup
Where are you?
is
I'm following the
one
stream of
sword
sludge. The current is
plus
strong
the
and
starting
ahead,
guns,
suggesting an
which
exit. Keep
will
moving forward.
give you an extra round for every enemy that is killed.
Huh.
So legit, you can literally go. I legit just go bullet hunting. I don't need to buy bullets. I literally take the name literally. It's literally a fatal bullet.
Missing me already?
I was not shooting at you. That would be in violation of Protocol 3.
Never mind.
I'm gonna be honest though, I kind of rage quit that game. I used to rage quit that game quite often because this one enemy, which
It's good to see you, buddy.
I hate.
It is good to see you too, pilot. The controls to deactivate the sludge flower in the next chamber. Mark in your HUD.
Just imagine just imagine a humongousaur that can spit fire, and it can also summon other smaller humongousaurs.
Godzilla?
I say humongousaur because it actually does look a bit like humongousaur.
Fair enough.
And their only weak point is their fucking noggin.
I guess that's where they pay me the big bucks. You want something done right? You do it yourself.
So just imagine simultaneously running for your life while also trying to hit their weak spot so you can kill them faster.
So, whenever I fight a Hinox in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
Exactly.
Got it.
I don't see him. Check your angle.
The game is fun, but at the same time, I want to strangle whoever made that boss.
Overriding pump filter system. Emergency shutdown initiated. Pump shutdown sequence at 20%.
Oh shit!
The sludge falls contain a high concentration of heavy metals. They are interfering with my target.
Mind spiders?
Yeah!
Oh god, I hated those! Both in this game and in Fallout
Pump shutdown
3,
sequence at 20%.
and in Half-Life for that matter.
You couldn't have gone far. Keep looking.
Hey, Beachland is not the head crowd.
The sludge falls
Honestly,
contain a high concentration of heavy metals.
I might
They
prefer
are
those
interfering
because
with
at
my
the very
targeting
least you can
systems.
see them coming.
How hard can it be? Just shoot!
Blind firing into my pilot's combat zone would be a violation of Protocol 3.
I see what you mean.
Pump shutdown sequence at 40%.
That is a bug I never want to encounter again.
Ow! Cool. Tokyo fun. Ticks are good. Ticks are not comfy. What are you talking about?
I doubt they'd be soft at all, really.
They're very hard like stone.
I think it's referring to the whatever the heck those things were in the game.
Oh. Yeah, I can see them being both ticks.
Shutdown sequence at 50%.
Ooh. Fuck these things.
Pump shutdown sequence at 80%. Pump shutdown sequence at 90%. Pump shutdown sequence complete.
BT, shoot them!
Visual contact reestablished with pilot. Commencing supporting fire. Danger close.
I'm gonna flush those suckers out of the control room.
I'm engaging hostile infantry.
That way they can't hide from BT. Wait, what? I hear a bad guy, but I don't see a bad guy.
They're invisible.
Oh. Oh. I can't shoot the glass, damn it.
Pilot, that was a difficult battle. You handled yourself well. I have noted it for the record. I have identified an exit on this side. This way.
I'll join you as soon as I figure out how to.
I'll accompany you and kill you soon. Just as soon as I figure out how I enter.
Visual contact reestablished with pilot. Commencing supporting fire. Danger close. Well, I have noted it for the record. I have identified an exit on this side. This way.
Oh, there's an opening like right frickin' here. Okay.
Pilot control initiated. Protocol 2. Uphold the mission. Our orders are to resume Special Operation 217. Rendezvous with Major Anderson of the SRS.
I know it isn't Avatar fair check, but if there be just this mech, you can also ride around on its hand.
Oh, that's cool.
It also has the ability to eat you into its track sphere.
Yep. Fastball special.
Oh, wait.
You were not invited
Oh,
to
boy.
Kane's party. And that's why you're dead.
Wait to use that actually.
Well. Another runaway hero. With an SRS Vanguard class Titan. Woo! Now we're talking! Bringing a knife to a knife fight.
Let's get this party started.
First boss. Kane.
Pilot, avoid any pools of thermite. They cause heavy damage.
Walk away, Rob, just walk away. In a matter of time, if I rip you out of the
Got some kind of shield on. Stop hiding!
bad, huh? You challenged Kane and Paper's back. Oh, this is good. It's real good. It's real good.
First floor. First floor vector.
I wasted first before the end. Here is you lost one. I beat Kane!
Well done, pilot. Kane's helmet radio is still intact. We should
Don't I get
retrieve
his
it.
weapon? Where is his weapon?
Kane, we need reinforcements in the tunnel. Kane, how copy? Over. Come in, Kane. Kane, do you read? Our ground squads are down.
Sloan, this is Blisk. The IMC have almost sealed the Ark. It's time to prepare the Draconis.
Copy. Got myself 3 captured militia. What should I do with them?
Just kill him.
I'm on my way. Slow now.
The ability to decrypt enemy communications has a strong history in warfare. This will work to our advantage. In order to survive, we must keep moving.
Here I thought we would get a weapon from Kane, but I guess not.
Major Anderson went this way. It could be a shortcut to the rendezvous point. I recommend we proceed.
So if we want, we can just like not ride in BT and he'll follow us.
Kind of like the bleak from
Yeah.
What is this place?
Accessing files. Unknown.
What are we doing here, BT?
We must proceed through this facility and continue to the rendezvous point with Major Anderson. It is our only chance of survival.
Also, I can guarantee you by the end of this game, you're gonna love BT.
I mean, I did.
Yep.
Pilot mode engaged.
New loadout. Scorch. Wait a minute. Oh, this was Kane's weapon. Yeah! We got his weapon anyway. We just need to get it from him.
Ash, this is Blisk. A copy, over.
This is Ash. Go ahead.
Kane is not responding. I think our militia pilot's trying to be a hero. He's got to be headed your way. Kill him.
Understood. Ash out.
Oh, they know I'm
Activate
coming.
controls to pilot.
Sounds like he's afraid of us, BT.
Doubtful. His faction, the Apex Predators,
And I
is one
have
of the
a
most ruthless
trailer for
mercenary units
Netflix
in the
Avatar
frontier.
just
They
played
are
right
war
now for
criminals.
commercials.
So, from what I heard, it's not that bad.
I mean, at least it looks more accurate to the source material than the last attempt.
True. Whoa! The fuck?
It genuinely looks closer to the source material than the last attempt did. I'll give it that.
Oh!
But I have to wonder, what's the point of remaking this in live action? Well, One Piece.
So,
One Piece, you can make the excuse there of ripping the story to make it easier for new
yeah,
fans to get in.
that's what I was about to say. For One Piece, like, they're shortening the story, they're condensing the story, making it so much easier to digest.
Like, for a series as long running as that, I could see this remake serving that purpose. But Naruto, like, Avatar isn't that long.
I think it's mostly just to, like, cash in on freaking... Fuck. Cash
Nostalgia,
in...
yeah.
Yeah, nostalgia. Also, there is a subset of people who will refuse to watch anything if it's a cartoon.
Because there's still that toxic, stupid mindset that animation is automatically, exclusively for children. When we've seen multiple examples from even from the very beginning of the history of animation itself. That is not the case.
Or they just think it's bad. Because it's not always just, oh, it's automatically for kids. Some people just think
I question their sanity.
So do I mean, the only way I could get my stepdad to watch monkeys was to watch the live action series. Because if I had brought up the cartoon, he would not have been invested. I love my stepdad. Love him to bits. I just don't understand that. Like, he loves Looney Tunes. Keep that in mind.
And he should be okay with the animation. Luffy basically operates on Looney Tunes physics.
Yeah. It's just, it's weird.
Got eyes on SRS Titan. All forces, move in.
A weird, ridiculous hole some people choose to die on.
I was pretty young at the time. I had no idea about Kamen Rider or Ultraman or any of that. But because it was, you know, with real people, I thought it was live action.
Not bad, but you're still gonna die.
But my grandmother insisted, no, it's a cartoon.
Firing someone call.
Excessive damage. Warning.
Because it's about people. It's a superhero show.
See, therein is the difference. Like, cartoons are animation. Just because the people and events are fictional does not make it any less live action than, say, any given soap opera or, you know, any given sitcom.
Also, Batman.
Yeah, Adam West Batman.
Well, I mean, but by that point, not just Adam West Batman, but like,
That's multiple movies of that.
yeah, the Tim Burton movies, the Schumacher movies.
With considering what we could have gotten, I'd take those over the Snyderverse any day.
Oh yes, fuck it. Superman is not fucking Jesus. I don't care how much you say he is. He's not. Oh damn, I blew that one up real good. Woo!
Good work, pilot. Your skills are greatly improving.
Wait, new weapon already? Brute.
It appears my Autobot Decepticon faction stickers have showed up today.
Nice.
Pilot, this loading dock's cargo lift offers a
I
shortcut
picked those
through
up
the
a
facility.
few days ago
Check your log
off
for the
Etsy
control
because I had just enough cats left over for them.
Good idea.
Thank you,
Because if I'm going to paint a figure, especially one that kind of needs the touch-ups, I can't risk having to paint around the faction symbol. Now I can give my Siege Megatron the proper coating of chrome he deserves.
I'm a sneaky little pilot.
Also, if I happen to get any more third-party Transformers from a certain crazed mutual associate of ours, I can put the relevant faction stickers on them.
That man is insane, and I have to respect him for it.
Anyone have a visual? Take him out.
Like,
astonished that he managed to get you
I'm engaging hostile infantry.
PS5.
I'm astonished that the PS5 he got me is actually the second PS5 he bought.
With the location of the controls.
Fighting speed.
Then again, the man works at a hospital as a janitorial staff, and with the specific tasks he has around the house, I will not get too far into that because I respect his privacy enough not to divulge too much beyond this.
Cargo lift activated.
Like, I can see him having the income to get this stuff because he's been saving basically a long time.
Funny enough,
But like, I still gotta show off crossload code in the toy room, but like, so last year he got me the third-party version of Transformers Armada's Optimus Prime. Like last year, year before, something like that. I've had it a while.
Roger. Kappa 3 en route. Out.
Now, Crossload is based on another Transformers Armada figure called Overload. Overload's gimmick was that he turned into a weapons platform that could be combined with Optimus Prime in his super mode or when combined with another Autobot, Jetfire, as over-the-shoulder cannons. Crossload has the same function with the third-party Optimus because same company. When our mutual associate heard that my copy of Naval Commander, the third-party Optimus, had suffered a breakage in his arms that I had to face with glue and could no longer do the combination thing, he looked into a replacement figure, but not just one of the same color scheme. He took in mind the fact that I had expressed interest in a particular recolor of the figure because it was based on my favorite color scheme Optimus wore in Armada, the final battle color scheme.
The monkey color scheme.
I refer to it as such because it is the sole time Optimus got recolored like that in the Unicron trilogy.
And he looks like Optimus Primal, so I call it the monkey color.
If you read me, I'm being taken to this facility substation.
It really does look like Optimus Primal, which considering who he was voiced by in the English dub, I swear that had to have been fucking intentional.
Yeah! It had to be. If it's not, I call Universal bullshit.
Because in Transformers Armada, Energon, and Cybertron, he was voiced by Gary Chalk, who played Optimus Primal in the Beast era of Transformers. So Optimus Prime's recolor in Armada looking like Optimus Primal just feels like some kind of universal coincidence.
So, BT got kidnapped.
So, yeah, the third-party Optimus figure did get re-released in that color scheme, and I'd expressed interest. At the time, I would have been able to grab it, though I didn't have the money. He takes one look at it, sees that it's relatively affordable, may have been on sale or something. Here's what I've been saying about how my copy of the classic colors version, the traditional red and blue Optimus Prime scheme, and he says, you know what, I'm ordering 2 of these.
We're overqualified for this I don't see why we need that bloody similarity.
He is. Like I said, like, he's a good person, he just doesn't really know how to social cues very well, and he especially doesn't really know writer's etiquette.
What about its pilot?
He is being dealt with.
Like, for as much as I complained about how his behavior as a writer, dude is a good person. He just doesn't quite understand how to separate himself from his characters yet, among other things.
Let's go.
Pilot, I'm being taken down in a assembly line. There may be a common exit. I recommend you follow the flow of the platforms. Pilot, this facility is extremely dangerous. Watch for crushing hazards on the assembly line.
Aww.
But yeah, that's not even the craziest thing I guess the PS5 has taken the throne as the craziest thing that our associate grabbed for me off of Sword Doll. You want to know what the previous craziest thing he got for us was? I say us because he tends to get two of these things, one for me, one for him. I believe I showed you the Lego Optimus Prime a while back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, at the time, he bought two of them at the same time from a Lego store in a mall we were visiting. One of the few places I've ever seen to have a dedicated Lego store like that. And the only Lego store I've actually been in. Yeah. Keep in mind, I've known this guy since middle school. 8th grade. So we've known each other for... what?
400 years.
Maybe a dog years.
I don't know why. It's just I felt like I had to say
But
that.
yeah, like it'll have been. Let's see, it's 2024 now. So it's been 17 years.
Hot damn.
Like, give or take. Because, like, around the time we met, the Favors was still really, really new.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, let that garbage in our friendship.
God, I remember I went to go see the first Bay movie, Bay Former movie with Deva. At a drive-in theater. We still had one in my state before it closed down several years ago.
I wish I'd been able to visit it at least once while I lived in that state for like 7 years.
It was cool.
Like,
I mean,
swear,
it's
if my folks had known about that place, we'd have probably said, you know what, screw it, and like, actually prepped for her a night to go.
Like, it was pricey as shit, but that's also because, you know, they're competing with, like, movie theaters and stuff.
On the note of theaters, I have a fun little story for you. So bear in mind, it's been so long, I don't remember it as well as I could.
Oh, shit! Oh! Ow!
Was,
ow! I actually hurt myself.
So have you guys ever heard of, like, 4D movies? 4D theaters?
Well, I think I've, like, watched Spy Kids 3 in 4D.
So, to elaborate on what these are specialized theaters where there's, like, additional little features in the viewing area. The seats will rock, there's, like, little pressurized air cannons to give you, like occasional puffs of air from behind you. Like, sometimes you'll get doused with like water from the ceiling.
There's like a lot of 4D rides at like Disney
Yeah.
or Universal.
My last big field trip in 4th grade was to one of these theaters, which basically showed off a demonstration of the technology. It wasn't any actual movie so much as just a walkthrough of here's what it can do. So we're like, the scenario is you're in this little pod going from environment to environment. It's a semi-educational movie, which I gather is why the school bothered. And while I don't remember too much of the context of the movie itself, or even the day beyond this, the experience I had in there has stuck with me for life. Because it was beyond impressive. At least for a 4th grade make mod. Like, I wasn't even sure how to process that, let alone tell the family about it. It's like, all they know, like, all I was able to tell them was that I had a fun time on the field trip. I think my strongest memories of that day, interesting or enough, are on the bus going home while I'm trying to think of how to explain the trip to my family, going, how do I describe what happened?
It was magic.
And sadly enough, that memory on the bus is now even stronger for a separate reason. One that's a lot more recent.
You okay?
Back when I went to school at that time, my bus stop was right in front of my grandparents' house.
Oh.
A house I can no longer visit.
Oh.
Shit.
It's a long story, very complicated. Suffice to say, I was not looking forward to the day where I had to say, this is the last time I look at this place.
Pilot, I'm being taken through
Because in my very early years, when I was like a very, very young little Yaramon, I was basically raised there. I spent just as much time at my grandparents' place as I did my actual home. One could argue I was raised more at my grandparents' place than my actual home. Granted, still by my parents, but you get the point. We were a very close family.
Oh god, more of the ticks! It looks like some sort of like Newtown thing. You know what I mean?
I imagine it's probably some kind of like training for testing weapons.
Training course, testing ground, that kind of thing.
I saw them put out the chairs, and my first thought was, is this some sort of apartment?
Yeah, like, so here's the kind of sad part of my experience with school growing up in my original home state before I moved and then moved back. They understood what I had going on with my head and how to accommodate for me better there than any other place I've lived.
I believe that.
Like, to the degree that I got advanced warnings on fire drills and they were able to get me out of the classroom in time because they knew that the fire alarm for those drills overstimulated me and left me basically unable to, react. I also got little extra courses, like, they called it occupational therapy at the time. In practice, it was more so them giving me these little exercises to further train my hand-eye coordination, because I basically had damn near illegible handwriting at the time. My handwriting still ain't good, but it improved after that. And the sad thing is, for as much attention as they gave me and tried to accommodate for her, my specific case, they had a lot on their plate because there were a lot of students, especially when I was in like 4th grade. The classroom I was in when I went to school for 4th grade wasn't even originally intended to be a classroom. It was a closet that was converted into a classroom because the school legit ran out of space.
You too, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I was part of the DAT program, which basically it was there to help students like me who had Asperger's and stuff like that. Our classroom had been a supply closet at one point. Eventually, we got an upgrade, and oh boy, was it ever an upgrade. There were 2 rooms, right? The first room was already bigger than the closet, if only by a little bit. And then the door in the back, you open it up, and that led to the actual classroom, and that was even bigger.
I'll be honest here, like, I know how you feel when it came to the whole upgrades thing. So after multiple back-to-back school years of being crammed either in converted storage closets or, worst case scenario, the portables outside of the school with her, if it was raining, good luck. When I moved to the other state, about this point in my life, I didn't know it yet, but I was living in the same state as Bear.
Yeah, I had no freaking clue.
So, it was around 6th grade at the time. About halfway through the year. Moved out of a necessity. The mere fact that my classroom is not only in the main building, but had windows, I swear I felt like I was living like a king.
Oh, dude. Again, same. My original classroom did have fucking windows, but when we upgraded, we got windows.
Even better.
We got front row. Okay, so the windows to our class were at the front of the school. So we could see everything.
In my case, the windows were to the back of the school. We got to see the blacktop and the buses gathering up for the end of the day. You can imagine how wound up the kids got seeing the buses get there. Like, I want to go home. I want to go home. Which leads to where I was saying it got better. So closer to the end of the school year for 6th grade, not only did we start having these little periodic walks to the nearby park to get the students some exercise after lunch. This is during the spring portion of the year, so it was actually warm enough to go without giving us too much hassle.
Pilot,
But
are you
especially to the end of the year. So our classroom had a television in it, which was usually typically used for like the morning school news stuff, where they like that awkward students announcing the news to the rest of the school bit.
Or upside down, considering the circumstances.
Well, at the end of the day, one of the channels we got was basically the PBS station. So we got to end the day with Reading Rainbow going on in the background while we were cleaning up to get ready to go home.
That's awesome.
I missed that. I immediately missed it when we moved on to 7th grade.
We were talking about classrooms.
Basically, I went from a glorified closet turned into a classroom to the outside portables, eventually having to move during 6th grade to getting a classroom that was not only in the main school building itself, but had windows, had a TV, which was typically used for the morning news report by the other students, basically announcing what we'd be having for lunch or what was going on for that schedule. And then, at the end of the year, around the time we started having like walks to the local park, because it was literally just down the road from the school,
Rest assured, I will not execute this scenario.
we started having Reading Rainbow play on that TV because we got the PBS station on that TV.
Damn.
So we would close out the day with one of the better edutainment shows, alongside just the kids watching the buses come by, getting more excited to go home. And that was probably the best school year I had in that state. It was also the very first school year I was actually able to make consistent friends.
Simulation build scenario activated. Resetting terrain.
Impressive, pilot. You made it all this way alive.
Like before I showed up to my high school, they were
Well
in
done,
the middle
pilot.
of
I will take it from
building
here.
a new a new area for, well, me and other students who had similar like mindset, basically.
So, fellow neurodivergents?
Yes. But basically, when it was finally built, we all got to look around it, and lo and behold, there was a freezing ball pit.
Loading scenario 127 in Dynamic Simulation Dome 314.
We legit got a ball pit in one of the rooms.
We shall see
Lucky.
how impressive you truly are.
Reminds me of the fun days we used to have. Which I didn't see those nearly as much after I moved to Bears State. This was more so in my original homeland of God, get me out of here. But we did have what the school called fun
Delivering
days, which are
militia
basically
test
like
subjects.
little end of the year carnivals they'd set up with the leftover budget. Usually set up either in the backyard of the school or in the gym. There'd be like the occasional
Scenario
inflatable
127,
slide thing
load complete.
or a few games,
Let us
some
begin.
food.
Deploying specters.
In my case, the end of the year stuff I'd be looking forward to the most, because whether I realized it or not, I was part of a special group.
Pilot, your heart rate is accelerating.
we'd get special field trips.
Kinda busy, BT.
The aforementioned 4D theater. This one time where our end of the school year for field trip was legit to like this one part of the state where, oh, there's a beach on one side, there's like this hedge maze that we could look at. There was a museum with like a bunch of aquatic creatures, a tank. That last trip especially is very bittersweet for me.
I saw them being loaded on the assembly line.
The end of second grade. Because that marked the end of any sense of stability I knew in my life.
Oh.
At that point in time. Because I kid you goddamn not. As my mom is taking me back home from school, she tells me to go into my room, pick out the last batch of toys or whatever that I want to take with me, put them in my school backpack. The school year is over, so I'm packing up stuff and I'm told to get in the car. I had no idea what was happening, let alone why my sisters were trying to round up the cats.
Solid copy. Proceeding to Dome 314, out. Kappa 1 in position. Awaiting orders.
Turns out we were being evicted from our house.
Jesus!
Oh.
For very personal reasons that I won't get into right now, we fell behind on payments.
You are clear to engage.
And ultimately we got kicked out.
Squad, prepare for dome breach.
Yeah. How's that to end second grade?
Fuck, dude. It's like end of chapter 1.
I think I pissed her off, BT.
At the time, I didn't know what was going on, so I packed up a couple of my bionicle things, and what I mostly took with me was my Wild Force sword. At the time, I still had a complete Wild Force Megazord and Kongazord, so I packed them up.
Well, please tell me you still have them.
I do and I don't.
Let me guess, broken bits?
Broken bits and lost swords.
I hate that.
Remember, he did say this was in
Thankfully-
second grade.
Thankfully, the only Zord I actually lost was one I technically didn't even need.
And that was?
The Bison Zord that came with the Kongazord.
Oh!
Ah.
The one that technically didn't transform, it was motorized. I swear. So, this basically is another case of, well, that was a slap to the face. Something else we ended up losing because we fell behind on payments was the family van.
Point taken. Ash.
And I swear, I must have had the Kongazord's Bison Zord in the back of that van. I was convinced that was where I had left it at the time. Because I never saw that Zord again after we lost that van.
This is Ash. I am sorry
The Bison Zord escaped.
your inability to contain the security breach. I have been forced to scuttle the
Restarting
entire
Paolo continued.
Some of you may
By
consider
Danny.
this overkill.
Yeah.
It is. I suggest you evacuate immediately.
Had to go back to the Animarium, I guess.
Speaking of Zords, every I'm very certain. It just kept reminding me of a Sentai base.
Pilot, I do not know what
Nice.
you did, but a series of
I kid you
explosions
not.
just weakened the manipulator
Because like
arm.
it
I have
was
broken free.
separated from this school. Like it was in small grounds, but it was still a good distance away from any of the actual building. a hill looking down into everything else.
This place is falling apart. I suggest we leave.
So if I may
We're not far
proceed,
from
I
our
was going to
location.
mention what happened to the other
Marking
Wild Force door. So, for now, my Black Bearer Zord and Polar Bear Zord are my most intact. Followed closely by my Red Lion Zord. My 2 Eagles. Like I said, I only lost the 1 Zord. And then there's the Shark and the White Tiger. The Tiger faced some yellowing plastic, some cracking joints. Basically, I have to keep it permanently in arm mode, otherwise the back light falls off.
Helmet. Okay, now we can go safety. What's up, buddy?
This is a highly dangerous environment.
And that is
I suggest
basically
you
the...
embark, pilot.
Oh, right, I almost forgot. The Bison Zord. Oh, boy. I cannot catch a break when it comes to Bison Zord. I lose one, and the other has both its clips for plugging in the Red Lion. Snap.
Oh!
I can basically perch the Lion Zord on top of it, and so long as the arms match, like both bears or the shark and the tiger, I can balance it. But it'll never lock in again. This is part of why I'm still upset that I lost the other bison. Because I would have MacGyvered up a combined version of both Zords and still had the clip. Yeah. And that's not even getting into the gorilla.
Warning, detecting hull damage.
No broke in 2 places. One I was able to fix, the other not so much.
Flight form ready.
Somewhere else. It's time for some death from above.
The first place it broke was the actual consort head, which was entirely my fault. I became convinced the thing would rotate for some reason and it twisted off. I was able to glue it back on with minimal issue. Still transformed, did everything it needed to do. It's still on there, too. The other thing that broke was one of the arm tags. So even if I did try to create a Conquistador combination, it would never have a left arm.
Well, that sucks.
This is why I became so determined to eventually get my hands on the Super Mini Plug Galranger stuff, because it feels like attempting to undo what time has done to my Zord, to spend my energy building up what time broke down.
Uh-oh. Another boss!
Leskins put a high price on your
Ash.
head, pilot. Dead or alive, that makes you worth something to me.
Speaking of the Super Mini Plus Zords, we are getting the Lost Galaxy Megazord thing.
Yeah!
My name was Ingayo or something. But we are getting the Galaxy Megazord.
I cannot feel your fear, but I know you are afraid. All units fire at will.
Which they are advertising and very proud of one particular feature. And I quote, no unnecessary parts forming. Ooh. There are bits that have to be parts formed without, like regardless, like the horns on the sides of the Megazord helmet. But they're going on about how, oh yeah, the fists for the combined mode actually come out of the Wildcat and Wolf Swords. I'm just sitting here going, when do they re-release this with the likes of Orion?
They'll probably release like an upgrade kit or something. Or it'll come with the Magnet Defender.
You should not have done that, pilot.
Excessive damage. Warning. Warning.
All right, pilot.
And as with many Super Mini Plot Megazords, they managed to engineer some better articulation into it by a clever readjustment of parts.
Like co-pilot, the security lockdown has been disengaged.
Without
I
altering
recommend
the
you leave for the tunnel.
transformation, like, in and of itself. It still transforms identically to the way the original used to. It's just that now you can adjust some parts on the back of the Megazord's legs and give it knees. In much the same way they did for the Wild Force Megazord. Which, yeah. To reiterate, I want to eventually collect the Super Mini Gal Ranger stuff because they're basically complete. The only thing I can think of that's missing is the Panda Zord from the one radio drama.
All right.
The Panda Zord is real. It was from a Gal Ranger radio drama. There's even an official toy.
Pilot, Major Anderson is here. Investigate this facility.
All right. So it is 2:23. We are 2 hours and 23 minutes in. I say we call it there.
Agreed.
Indubitably.
Thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
Meikumon.
And Tata.
And we will be back with...
We'll be back next time on We Dig Giant Robots.
I'm just trying to think of what we're going to be playing next.
Return to Devastation?
Oh, no, I got one.
Oh.
Although it's not technically a mecha. It's called...
Like, dang, if you didn't already kind of tackle Gundam with the SD Gundam stuff, I would have suggested Gundam Breaker.
There's Fuga, Melodies of Steel, which is about a bunch of little cat... Anthropomorphic, thank you. Cat children living inside a tank.
Well, you've got my interest.
A big-ass ancient tank with the ability to use souls as ammo.
What in the...
It is advised...
Basically just given me a family of cat people living inside the Turn A Gundam.
Basically, it is highly advised that you do not use that weapon. It is only available when shit hits the fan and you are up against the wall.
What in the Samurai Pizza Cats?
So I'm thinking we play that tomorrow.
Interesting.
Alright. So, until next time, see ya.
Adieu. Bye-bye.
Beware falling titans.